Today we're going to talk about bad sage walls I see in ranked all the time. Before we get into these bad sage walls, I want to cover some good qualities of a good wall. Some good qualities are it can block line of sight and can deny space. So if we hop into a match here, this wall is good because 1, it can block bullets, 2, it blocks any line of sight from just the sight, and 3, you can't bypass it unless you go heaven or you break the wall. So this sage wall is good. But let's talk about bad sage walls. So let's start with what made me want to create this video. On attack, this sage wall. Now it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's fun playing graffiti. It blocks the line of sight. It can block bullets, and it also creates space for the plant to go down. But why is this sage wall bad? Well, first of all, you're forcing your team into a post-plant situation the moment you get the bomb down. Because if you really want to take control of sight, you have to, 1, go around this box, and then clear like that. Because someone could just be sitting behind this wall, just holding sight, like holding this angle, and then waiting for their teammates to flood CT. So it forces your team to play off-site the moment the bomb comes down. As well, and even in post-plants, if there's no one on site, usually you play 1 hell, 1 graffiti to hold that cross, as well as sometimes 1 default to swing off the contact of the graffiti player. The moment this wall becomes a thing, you lose that crossfire. Then you only have hell and graffiti as the cross. Because then this guy can no longer swing. This wall just denies your team from a lot of info, site control, and just forces your team to play post. Okay, we're gonna be talking about this wall. I've seen it, you've seen it, we've all seen it. This wall is ass. I hate it. For 1, it's a headshot angle. So when you're going onto site, you can still be headshotted. And 2, this wall is useless. Because if you have a controller, they're smoking off these angles anyways. So what is this wall even blocking? It's legit just blocking bullets. But it's not even doing that. Because when you're crossing onto site, they can still see you. So if your purpose for doing this is you don't have a smokes character, it's useless. You're still exposed. Like, they can still see you as you're crossing onto site. Now you might be saying, it's the same stage wall as the split wall. But it really isn't. If you look at split, look at this stage wall. You can cross completely safe without being spotted from heaven. You can't be spotted as you cross. But with this wall, you can still be spotted. So it's completely useless. This wall is so redundant. As well, if these are smoked, Canteen and Gen, I would prefer a pathing like... I would prefer to path like this, and play like Gen, front Gen. But with this wall, it legit denies your team from playing closer up. I guess you can run around, but then, when you run like this, and that wall is up, the people playing B main, like, can't even hold your they can't even swing off you off the contact that you get on Gen. So if someone swings you Gen, the people B main cannot help you. As well, when you're holding the front Gen, people who are playing Canteen and coming out retaking, if that wall is there, there's no crossfire, so they can just swing you. Like, this wall protects them and allows them to swing you like that. Versus when that wall isn't there, people B main can hold your Canteen. So you're just isolated in front Gen. Yeah. We're talking about this wall right here. You've seen some sages do it. I mean, it looks good. It blocks the fire and line of sight from this angle. But there's a few issues with this wall. Number one is, usually I prefer this wall, just because it allows you to get the bomb down. Number two is, that wall allows defenders a safe haven. So as a defender, if the enemy stage throws up this wall, I feel completely safe playing this corner. Like, after challenging, taking a fight, getting a kill, I fall back here. Because they have to swing me from here, which they can't, because my team are flooding through screens, and they have that angle. Without this wall, I can still relatively safely swing this guy and kill him with this. Sure, there can be rafters and swing me, but like, it's pretty safe to swing from screens, because they won't be able to see me. But with this wall, defenders can now play this. Which also means retaking becomes exponentially easier when you have a part of the map. And then you can play that, and then just retake is already on. As well, you no longer have to worry about this angle as a defender, because they can't play it anymore with the stage wall. And sure, you can say it funnels them backside, so you only have to worry about this angle, either high or low. But also, this wall is shit, like, because you can still just ride the rope up. So it really is just really bad. If I'm gonna wall like that, I would prefer to wall like that. It allows me to kill this guy if he's hiding in that corner. Screens is protected. And it just forces them to break the wall. With this wall, you can just leave it. Like, as a defender, I don't really care about that wall. It helps me. That wall can just be walked around, and it just can be left. It doesn't really block a whole lot. So those are some common stage walls that I've seen that are really bad.